right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom, shalom. Right before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. Hey, double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right, back out here again with speaking on site. Trying to be out here as long as I can. It's a little stormy. This wind is picking up, so the volume might be a little off. That's why I said I'm gonna do this not too long. I'll probably do a continuation inside, but I just wanted to come out, another week. Today's the 17th of November. We're about 40, 45 days or so from 2025 and so-called the new year, January. And things is picking up. Things is heating up. Things is getting, real in the field, as they say. I pray the volume is okay. I'm speaking towards the phone. This wind is whipping. But I wanted to touch on something through the spirit. This last week for me has been it was like a hell week, So Salakia for the lack of video, Shalom, that I put out last week, just was a hell week. But we're going to talk about the spirit of betrayal. A beloved brother of mine, an elder, a beautiful brother, did a lesson last week on the spirit, on betrayal. And it was on point. It was on time. It was on point. It was in the spirit. And that's just where we are, man. And I want to go into that. Let's just start with the word. We're going to start with betrayal. All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, how about Shem Yahushai? Barakatham to all you brothers. All right. So betray or betrayal. All right. Betray in the etymon is defined as proven false, violated by unfaithfulness, deliver or exposed to the power of an enemy by treachery, mislead, deceive, delude. And here's the part I really want to get to. It is attested from 1580s as unintentionally showing a true character. That's the definition of betrayal. Now, the thing about it is, right? Hey, shalom, shalom. The thing about it is, everybody is full of shit. Everybody's fake. Everybody's living in a false reality. You understand? That's why in this times, truly, the only person in power that you can lean on, power, is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Now brothers, hey man, you gotta, as the scriptures say, you gotta prove a friend. Don't be so quick to credit a man to be your friend. It's not about being on a witch hunt for false brethren and betrayal, but it's just a matter of having your guard up and having an understanding of what time we're in. I've been meditating on this for the last few days because, like I said, that video that the elder did, Elder Tazawam out in Atlanta, hey man, that was on point. You know, we all are going to experience that spirit of betrayal. See, the thing about Babylon, which another brother, elder brother of mine, that I beloved brother, speaks about, is this world loves to operate in the gray space, the gray area. You know, matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get that real quick. Matthew 5:37. It says, but let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Right? Let you stand on it, be for it, or be against it. And that's where the Lord is pushing the hands of the people, all of ours. Either you're with me or you're against me. Either I'm with you or I'm against you. There is no gray area with that. Right? But see, in this place lives in the gray area. Everybody out here lives in the gray area. It's a fake ass place with a bunch of fake ass people. So in reality, you got to prepare yourself for that, man. Still got the moon out, looking at the moon. It's gloomy out here, man. You know? So let's read that again. Matthew 5:37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Yeah, you double-minded. Yeah, I fuck with him, but I don't fuck with him. What the hell does that even mean? You see? It's all about how, see, a person that's really in your life is going to stand by your side, good, bad, and ugly. That's what loyalty means. Let's look up that word loyal. Because we've been trained in this society to just throw terms around, not really fathom what they mean. You know? Let's see what loyal means. See, loyal is the opposite of betrayal. Loyal means true or faithful in allegiance. Right? Good, of good quality, faithful, honorable. This is what the word loyal means. Faithful. How can a people with no faith be faithful? And it's not even a matter of, see, I'm coming to the understanding of this through the Spirit, that betrayal is actually a good thing. See, it's all a matter of you checking it and dealing with it through a spiritual lens. You know? See, the world wants you to be in that, oh man, somebody betrays you. Somebody turns their back on you. And in the movies, they'll have you, oh man, that's my op, and I gotta ride against him. You know, and you be in your feelings and emotions, crying, snot nose, because it's like betrayal. Betrayal is not something you want to deal with, but I'm coming to the understanding that really in the spirit, betrayal is like your best friend. I'm learning to accept people, and we all have to through the spirit. Let's get that. Let's get that real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 7:13. And it says, consider the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. For who can make that straight which he hath made crooked? You see? The Lord made a bunch of people. We're in this society of crooks. Let's look up that word crook. What is a crook? Again, these are terms that ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. You scared to duck, you scared to look, you shook. For the older crowd of people, right? But what does it mean to be a crook? Let's see, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. A crook, here's the AI says a crook is an informal term for someone who is dishonest or a criminal, especially someone who cheats or steals. And that's the 2/3. That's these other nations. They're all crooks. The Lord said that which, who can make that straight which the Lord made crooked? They're frauds. All right? Now there's a crook like a curve, but then there's the terminology that you use to call somebody a crook, a crooked person. They're not playing it straight. They're not upright. That's another term, they're not upright. So again, back to the point of what I was saying about betrayal. It's beautiful when you really understand when somebody show you their real true colors. It makes it easier. See, talking to my own children, they're getting older, dealing with their own situations and scenarios with their younger children as well. And I was telling them, I said, listen, you're really lucky in life. And somebody told me this when you're younger. But when you're younger, you don't understand these things until you get older. I'm 38 years old. You're lucky if you have one friend. Somebody that's loyal to you. Somebody that's there for you. Somebody that'll hurt with you. Somebody that'll correct you. Somebody that you could cry to. Somebody that could cry to you. Somebody that'll make you cry in the name of wanting the best for you. That's love. That's loyalty. That ain't what's out here. We're in a world of criminals. We're in a prison, brothers and sisters. Babylon is a big fucking prison. Even though I'm out here with no chains and shackles, everything you see, I'm in prison. Because that's where criminals are. You see? Let's read that again. Ecclesiastes 7:13. Consider the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You got to consider it. The Lord already told us this. I'm going to get that too. Lord said that our people are a bunch of scorpions and briars and thorns. Right? It's a little trail behind me. That's what the Lord told us. He been told us. He put us on game. But see, that's where wisdom comes into play. See, it's to know something is to know it. That's knowledge. That's just trivial. A child knows certain basic trivial question level stuff. But wisdom is to understand it, break it down and build it back up, and break that bitch back down and build it back up. The application of it. See, the Lord is preparing us, brothers and sisters. Because I'm echoing what the elder was saying, man. High levels of betrayal is coming. Whether that be from I was laying in the bed and I was like just praying, and I was putting up curses. And I was like, Lord, man, because you start to understand that like betrayal isn't an age limit or a gender-based thing. You know? See, a lot of us are going to see some of our biggest enemies as a script. Let's get that, man. Because the Lord, consider the Lord's work. Consider the Lord's work. The Lord laid this foundation for it to be as such. But then, for some of us, Lord willingly, none of us, when we experience these situations, we get all fucked up in the head. And the whole time we supposed to be considering this is part of the Lord's works. This is the bitter, brothers and sisters. You understand? You dig? This is part of that bitter. Knowing that the people that's supposed to be in your corner are some of your biggest enemies on planet Earth. See, we have been trained to look for the op across town. Look for the enemy on the other side of the country. East Coast, West Coast. Nigga, your beef, your foes, your enemies, your ops, ain't no niggas 2,000-3,000 miles away. Niggas is in your house. They got the same last name as you. You know, shalom, shalom. All right, this is Matthew 10:36. And it says, a man's foes shall be they of his own household. That's basically, yes, they share the same last name as you. That's your dad, your mother, step-parents, uncles, aunts, cousins. That's your family. All right? A man's foes shall be they of his own household. Your enemies. And see, this betrayal spirit is because, I'm going to say this too, and I'm talking about myself, but I know it's true because, see, the thing about it is like the scriptures say, unto the pure all things is pure. So because we walk in a pure light through the spirit, even though we're not perfect, we're pursuing pureness. That makes us simple at times. That makes us very simple. Right? Think about a woman, right? See, you know why you really truly like, why men want virgins of women, a virgin woman, is because she hasn't been corrupted by the world yet. All right? She hasn't been corrupted. She's a blank slate. You put the spirit in you that you want in her. But a woman that's been around the way, girl, she's got game. She's got a crooked spirit. So here it is. The Lord said he present us. He got the birds flying. Here it is. The Lord said, I present thee as a chastened virgin. A chastened virgin. There's a strong simplicity amongst all of us that'll have us wanting it to be the way it should be versus the way it is. And the Lord said, the birds shall teach us their way. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They flying right over. It's like you just. Again, that's just men in general. See, we as men, we're a simple creature. You know? Men are simple. We're simple. And that's okay, but that's why the Lord throws us in these situations and scenarios to do what? Build us up, make us stronger, make us wiser, make us smarter. Because if not, you would just be a simple nigga to the fullest. You got to accept it for what it is, man. All of us. And I'm talking to myself first. Fuck how you want it to be. Fuck how it could be in most cases. Fuck how it could be, how you want it to be. Hey, and really fuck how it should be. Man, it shouldn't even be like this. Right? We all getting that mind frame. It shouldn't be like this. Man, I should be able. Man, we should be able to call. Right. Man, fuck all of that, man. We're about to go into treacherous times. All right? Hey, that's the spirit. You know, but treacherous goes into the word betrayal, to be dealt with treacherously. It just read that where it says betrayal is to basically turn one over to whatever set of power treacherously. So we're about to go into treacherous times. And a lot of people, because they're still moving in that happy-go-lucky, wanting it should be back in the day, nostalgic energy, you're going to find yourself in a lot of traps being dealt with treacherously. I'm done through the Spirit. I'm done through the Spirit, man. And what I mean by that is, in the Spirit, I'm done with trying to make circles, squares fit in circles, and circles fit in squares, so to speak. Let your yay be nay. If you're not with me, you are fucking against me. It ain't no gray area. It ain't no, well, I kind of fuck with them because, you know, man, fuck all of that, man. And I'm putting this out there in the Spirit to, you know, it's a lot of younger brothers coming up, man. And we calling it, like I said again, treacherous times. Family ain't right, man. Some of your family members are right, and that's okay. But most of them ain't right. You got to be okay with that, man. Elder Big Gad, every time he would come in town, he would always subtly remind us, your family ain't going to make it. He just subtly throw it out there. I've been around that elder several times, and I always would pick up on that. He would subtly remind all of us, your family ain't going to make it. But see, a lot of us, that's a hot fire for us. Not so when I say family, you know, Lord willingly, the family that you create, the family in your house make it. Lord willingly, you know, your woman, if your children right, your children if they of age. But your mommy, your dad, them niggas ain't gonna make it, man. Straight up. Them niggas ain't gonna make it, man. Some of our moms might make it, some of our fathers might make it, just as much as some of our children might make it, just as much as some of our wives might make it, man. But your household is your household. It ain't much to say to this, man. It ain't much scriptures that's needed, man. You don't need 1,000 precepts to talk about betrayal and heart pains and breakups and things of that nature. A lot of women, a lot of our wives are gonna start. If she's not leaning into you, she's leaning against you. So I say, this world loves the gray. And we as men, we just accept whatever because we've been trained to just accept whatever. We just accept whatever is given to us because we've never gotten anything. All right? Let's get a few more scriptures. Matthew 10. I think I was just there, but Matthew 10 and 35. 34. Matthew 10 and 34. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And that goes into consider the Lord's works. This is the Lord's works. The Lord made this world chaotic. The Lord put that evil spirit in your household for your family to not be in the right spirit with one another. The Lord did that. You can either go against the grain of it or you can flow with it. And I'm going to tell you through experience and what I'm learning, hey man, flow with it, man. Stop cutting against the grain. Stop trying to swim upriver, man. If the Lord ain't making it work, making it right, let it be wrong. If the Lord wanted it to be right, it'll be right. That's why the Lord said he would make our foreheads as hard as theirs. You got to be hard-headed in this shit, man. It's like you're not in this shit. What I mean, shit in this life. You got to be hard-headed in your walk in certain aspects. You got to be hard. You got to say, fuck it, man. I don't give a fuck. All I care about through the Spirit is serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, my brothers, and my family, my wife, my children, myself. But notice what I said first, man. Serving Yahweh, that's all I care about. That's all that matters. That's the only thing that's going to change this situation, this scenario. All that we shall overcome and therapy conversations and sitting down and talking to niggas, man, that shit ain't changing nothing, man. Ain't no such thing, ain't no therapy to remove demons. If the Lord want that demon on a nigga, that demon gonna stay. All right? Verse 35, Matthew 10 and 35. And it says, for I have come to set, this is in the red, for I have come to set a man at variance against his father. So you hear that, brothers? A lot of us, that's a thorn in our side. Because like I said, in the right world, in a utopian world, that's the key term, a utopian world. We're not in a utopian world. This is a dystopian. In a utopian world, you should be able to lean on your father. Grow in the spirit with your father. Grow in the spirit with your father-in-law. That's a utopian world. This is hell. The Lord don't want it. It ain't gonna be like that. A lot of our fathers ain't gonna make it, man. Hell, I'm gonna go as far as say most of our fathers ain't gonna make it. That's my father, my father. The Lord ain't with your father. Your father's probably a demon. More than likely he is a demon with some dark, dirty closet secrets that you don't fucking know about, that the Lord knows about, and that's why the Lord is denying them. Same with your mother. All right? And the daughter against her mother. Yeah, because you got women that are underneath the spirit of their husbands, right? And she ain't, and your mother-in-law ain't rocking with your wife because she's following you. So if she's really down, and you women too, that women that are listening, you in the spirit, hey man, if your mother ain't right, you gotta cast her off, man. You gotta cut it off, man. All of us. I'm talking to myself first, man. I'm talking to me first. Hey man, it's cutting off season, baby. Yeah, man. It's time to really lay down that foundation of how you gonna carry it in 2025, man. We're approaching treacherous times. And I'm in the mood of not even allowing certain, I'm minimizing the amount of people being able to slime me out. If the Lord wanted to happen, it's gonna happen. But I'm in the spirit of, hey man, I'm about to put some distance between me and people. And I ain't talking about brothers. Brothers, hey, if God, Lord willingly, I don't be a brother that slime a brother out. The Lord could put an evil spirit on me. That's why you got to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because the whole time your ass be looking around, looking for the slime out, and you the slime. So I'm saying in the spirit of, hey man, I'm leaning to brothers, man. One of my favorite scriptures, Sirach 37, says, continue thou with a godly man whom thou knowest, keepeth the laws of the commandments of the Lord. So that's where our faith comes from, which leads into our loyalty to the Lord, to Yahweh, Yahushai, to the brotherhood. But for everybody else that ain't walking in that worth, man, It's time to, it's cut off season, man. If it's shaky, if it ain't right, cut it off, man. Cut it off before it cuts you. Straight up. It says, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's, I just read this, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. You see? All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. Verse 37. And he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. See, the Lord loves us. And he makes these situations the way they do out of love. See, a lot of us, we still carrying that energy of, like I said, what we want it to be, or what it should be, or possibly could be. And the Lord is making it what he wants it to be. It's his will. And a lot of it is the Lord protecting us. Because the Lord knows, man. See, your father, your mother, certain family members, they've been on the earth. I was telling my rib this the other day. I was thanking the Lord for the spirit of repentance. Because your father, your mother, certain family members, they walking around with sins from 78. They got sins on they tater going back to 68, 73. We in 2024, and niggas still got iniquity on their head going back to the early 80s. And that's because the Lord don't want them to repent. There's a lot of dirty shit about our families, man. Why you think the Lord gonna destroy this place with thermonuclear fire? You think I was telling my rib this too. You think it's all just because these niggas eat pork? You think Babylon the Great is gonna get destroyed because the way it's gonna get destroyed is because our family members eat pork? That's a sin. It's against the law. But no, man, our family is treacherous, man. Our family are dirty. A lot of them are drug users, drug sellers, homosexuals, idolaters. Idolatry is big in our families. Idol worship, pride, you name it. The Lord, like, man, he's like, man, the Lord do that, man. You getting too close to something, the Lord don't want you to be too close to it. The Lord gonna pop your hand. All right. So I'm gonna hit a few more scriptures. I'm gonna close up here. All right. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Because sometimes it's a flip side too. You want to have that relationship with your family, your sons, your daughters. And them niggas can be just as wrong too. See, the Lord is preparing us because great death is coming to the planet Earth. Great death. We're gonna start losing family members in a matter of weeks and months. You already see they're already putting out there's a pneumonia crisis occurring out here. They're saying that's the next pandemic. Start wearing your mask. That's what they're saying. See, man, when your family members start dying, because if your family members ain't part of the elect, what does that mean? They part of the 2/3. So when the Lord start clipping their ass, you should already have a Rolodex of, man, yeah, man, this guy was a fucked up person, man. Yeah, that was my fill in the blank. But man, he was a fucked up man. She was a fucked up woman. Carry on with the day. Because it's going to get to a point with death out here where it ain't even going to be no room for mourning. The Lord said He gonna cast they dead they carcasses on the earth as dung. This is gonna be like a pile of shit on the side of the road. Ain't gonna be no time and space for, oh, my baby, my mama, my daddy, my brothers, my sisters. Oh, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Even where I teach at, right over on the hill, you can't see it. It's a dead, it's a deer, it's like a dead carcass. It's like a deer. Cause I'm out here I'm on a trail. It's like I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with it and be right with it. The Lord is showing you in certain elements that if the Lord take a person, hey, man, you're going to be all right, man. See, when you in love and you in that spirit, it'll knock you. But we got to be able to accept judgment on a high level. All right? Hey, so, man, with that, Lord willingly jump back out here, jump on another lesson later on today. Like I said, I want to apologize. Salakia, last week was, after I left camp last Saturday, it was like last Sunday, it was just like all hell just broke loose, you know? But, hey, man, through the spirit, I'm still fighting. We still fighting. We still got work to do, man. So, hey, man, with that, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Hey, double honors unto my apostles and elders in Great Millstone. Hey, man, shalom to all you brothers, man. All you sincere Akim. Shalom to all of you, man. All right? Keep pushing, keep fighting. You know, we at war and keep fighting, man. We gonna fight and we gonna win this through the spirit and mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.